Flip Your Worth TV. Subscribe now. Doing big biz, live big. 6 figs, 10 times flipping cribs. Dropping videos, I show you what I really did. Turning dirt into a diamond, show you how to really flip. Trying to get your money up, gotta turn your hustle up. Take this free game, write it down, then you double up. Get your grind on, then you see what you can really make. Subscribe to the channel, man, I teach you about this real estate. What's up, people? Another day, another vlog. This is an On the Hunt episode. Just came across this new property. It's a pretty big house, but it's in terrible condition. But you know, if you've been watching the channel, you know that those are the type of properties I love. So I just pulled up. I'm gonna walk through it. We're gonna check this one out together. All right. So as you see, front of this house, it's got the stucco on the outside. It's a pretty large house, but man, there's so much work that's needed on here that gotta figure out where to even start from. I'm gonna walk around the back also. Let's see, try to figure this out. Matter of fact, maybe I should cut through here. It's terrible back here. Man, the crazy thing about this is, before you can even do any work, there's so much trash. It's probably gonna take my guys a whole week just to get all the trash out. And with that whole week, you're also probably talking about 10 to 15 40-yard dumpsters. Walk around the other side. It's a lot of work. Gotta even make sure that this wall is solid. This is all your house right here, which is crazy because all of this is just completely exposed, and it's exposed to all the outside. This house would easily probably be in the $250,000 range to renovate and get all the way back to where it needs to be. Look at all this trash. We was just on that side over there. And you see, you can't even get through because there's so much trash. Look at the siding. I'm the one person that's always willing to almost renovate anything. I like these bigger projects, you know. I like the challenge of bringing something terrible back. But this one might be one of those projects that you just gotta knock it down. But I'm gonna keep looking at it and figure this out. I had offered them $250, I think. Yeah, I offered them $250. The buyer's trying to sell it for $295, which is to me crazy. Even though this house, if it was fully renovated, it'd be worth about $700,000. But you got to do the math on it. She wants $295. This house might need up to $300,000. Now, yeah, 295, 300, that means you're in it at 595. But at 595, the amount of time you got to factor in, the amount of work that it costs, the stress that's involved, the closing cost, selling it and buying it, because you know you have closing costs on both sides. And then the unforeseen, because you just don't know with this house. There's probably so many hidden issues that it could balloon to even higher than that on a renovation. So it really has to make sense. So for me to put this much time and effort and money and work into a project, I want at least a 200,000 and better profit margin. So I'm gonna look through it and figure it out, but I'm gonna have to really make a decision on this one. But let's get back to the house. So I'm not sure what this room is or what they intended it to be. But obviously you see the mounds of trash. I mean, if it was done nice, it'd have huge potential. But it's a lot of work in this house. I know I keep saying it, but it's serious. Gotta really be careful. Cause you see right there, huge hole in the floor. You don't want to fall through. Not sure what this is. Probably was the master bath. I mean, sorry, not master bath. Master bedroom. Bedroom here. I hear water dripping everywhere, so clearly the roof needs to be taken off. I'm trying to figure out what space this is. This is a bedroom here. This is a bedroom here. Looks like a hallway over here. Here's the bathroom. This is obviously your kitchen. Another bedroom. Another bathroom. Man, you know what? It's crazy. I was trying to walk through this house and figure out the person I made the offer to. Like I said, I offered them $250, and they were like really on the fence about it. And I offered them $250 before I even saw the house. Now that I've actually seen the house in person and I'm walking through it, and I'm not even going to waste my time walking through this whole house because there's so much work that needs to be done. My offer for $250 might have even been too high. Like, they were really on the fence about accepting my offer for $250. And to me, now that I'm looking at it, that's just crazy. So I'm definitely not going any higher than that. I'm gonna reach out to them one more time, because even though I haven't walked through the whole house, I mean, it's so much trash in here that even walking through doesn't make sense at this point, because you can't even see anything. So I would need to first get it at a price that makes sense to me. And if the price makes sense, then I'll do all the demo, take a week or 2 weeks, however long it needs, to just clear everything out this house. And then once everything in the house is cleaned out, and I got a fresh slate to start with, then I can really get an idea. Because once everything's cleaned out, putting everything back in is the easy part. But when it's like in this type of condition where you can't even see nothing, it's almost pointless. Now, if it was a really small house and it was in terrible condition like this, it's easy to navigate. Like, there's a house I bought like a week and a half ago that you'll see eventually. That one was trash, just like this one, but it was a small house. It was 1,100 square feet. So a house of that small, I mean, you can figure out where the bedrooms are. You figure out where everything is at. It's really easy to navigate. This house is like 4,000 something square feet, so it's a massive house. So literally, it's 4,000 square feet, and there's trash piled up everywhere, as you've seen. So it would take me all day and a team of people to walk through here and look at every room. I'm not doing that. I already know the place is terrible. I already know how much work is involved. I know the time it's going to take me just to get it cleaned out. So if she doesn't want to accept my price, then that's her loss. But I'm not going to waste any more of my time or my energy in this place. We're going to slide up out of here, climb back out through this door, and watch it, because it's crazy in here. It's like a maze. So we back outside. You see the house behind me. It's got a nice park across the street though. Let me show you. And on that note, I'm out of here, people. Catch you on the next vlog. I didn't realize this one was the office.
Yes, sir.
And it makes sense, because I was like just walking around inside, and the layout is just that the layout of it doesn't make sense.
The guy was in construction. I mean, once was a house, and he turned it into an office, made it a business for a while there. From what I heard, he got into the drugs. It went all downhill for him after that. So, I mean, he had a son he kept on coming over and saying, that's his house, that's his house. I said, hey, look, this belongs to the city, you know. If you pay the tax on it, he just comes and brings his buddies and drinks, you know. So I need to go, man. I kind of try to clean that up right there, just so that way when the cops do come, they can see who's running through there and get them out of there.
Do they still hang out in there?
Every once in a while, they still come around here, man. You know, they still come out here. But look at it. The family's an invitation for where are they going to go? When it rains, where are they going to go? They're going to go and get underneath something. Right. Every time I come by, I see them. I call the cops and hey, y'all need to get out. You might double check in there. At one time, but they did own both of these houses.
Oh, okay. So they probably still do. They probably still do own both.
I checked into there. Like I said, that house over there across the street, that blue one, it's gone up for sale. She couldn't pay her taxes or nothing like that. But it's up for sale too.
Yeah, I appreciate the information.
You're welcome, sir. You have a good one. Have a nice day.
Thanks, man. You too.
Got it.
Sometimes you get the most information when you just talk to the neighbors. As you see, the guy, I was walking to the car. He just came and walked up to me and, started talking to me about the house that we just looked at. So it's good to talk to the neighbors, because looking online at houses and pictures, you're not going to get the backstory. Like, I assumed that this house was maybe abandoned for 2-3 years,
He said the house, as you heard, has been abandoned for 15, 20 years. That makes a huge difference. And it also gives me some insight on the owners. And then the house next door, which is also abandoned. If you can see it right there, it's kind of hard to see. But the house right there is also in the same condition as this one. And I remember when I was talking to the owner of this house, I said to them, like, hey, you know, the value of this isn't there. I said to them, the value of this house isn't really there because the house next door to it is in terrible condition also. And she didn't give too much response to that. But in speaking to the guy just now, the reason why she probably didn't give response to that is because she also owns that house next door. So, makes a lot of sense now. Glad I talked to him because, like I said, it just gave me a lot of insight. But I know I said earlier I'm out, but obviously unexpectedly I bumped into that guy. Glad I did. But on that note, I am out. And that's the end of this vlog, and I will catch you on the next one. Holla at me.